Hello. Nice. Thank you. Thank you for supporting. I um I just wanted to give a quick update basically because I haven't been on in a little while. Um, Charles took another dip, um, and they had to. It came to the point where he was on 100% oxygen, and then they had another 100% on the mask, so almost 200% oxygen. And also, they had to stick a tube up his nose in order to suck the secretions from out of his chest. And then, while they're trying to do that and trying to get him uh, back to a lower oxygen level, one of the doctors came up to me, the one doctor that was there for Charles, came up to me and started talking about how, oh, he's not doing really well and this and that, and how maybe he should go in hospice. That's what they were thinking. And she's saying all this right in front of me, in front of Charles, while he's going through this stuff, and while there was people there trying to help him and stuff, and so on and so forth. And and then she was talking about how maybe trying to make him feel comfortable and all that stuff, and start weaning him off the medications and just maybe give him medications to relax him. And this is what she's asking me while Charles is getting tubed down his nose and all that stuff to suck the secretions out of his chest. And I'm just like crying and freaking out as it is. And here she is talking about stupid things, right? You know what I mean? And I didn't say anything, right? Because she was kept on saying, well, we should put him in hospice. And I'm like, where's hospice? She's like, oh, it's in the hospital. And I'm like, I didn't say it. I never said yes, obviously, because they didn't do anything. They just, So eventually, after a little while, they ended up getting Charles back to where his oxygen level was back to like 94 or something like that. And I just felt it was sort of disrespectful considering the fact that Charles is going through something like this. And then this doctor comes in that I haven't even seen, like, because we get a new doctor every week, right? And I've never seen her, and I've been in the hospital lots, and I've never seen her, and here she comes up to me and starts saying this stuff. And I was like, I just can't believe how people can just approach people and start saying stupid things like this. Anyways, I said no, basically. Well, I didn't say anything, but there's no way in, excuse my language, that I was ever going to be doing that. I mean, everything that Charles went through, I mean, we did the sepsis, the operation, the, what do you call it, the hospital pneumonia, and now we caught COVID in here. I mean, seriously, it's just, that's the thing, is that a lot of people probably don't know. They just believe like what doctors, some doctors say and stuff, right? And I'm a type of person, I actually should be glad for that doctor in Kelowna that said that stuff right in front of me, basically like wanted to pull the plug on Charles at that time, because he just gave me a reality check. And now I second guess every doctor that says some stupid thing like this. Anyway, imagine there are some people that, aren't as strong. So, I mean, don't always believe everything that a doctor says, right? I mean, they take so much out of the equation. That's all they do is textbook stuff, you know what I mean? Papers and this and that, but don't take the fight to live, you know what I mean? The fight to be with family, the fight to come back to your loved ones. They don't take that into consideration. That's all they take is the book aspect of everything and what they programmed basically, you know what I mean? Book smart basically, or book whatever. But yeah. So right now, I've been in hospital for about almost 3 days now, and I've been here 24 hours a day, every day. So I think I went home just to grab something to eat and shower because I don't live that far. But yeah, he still has COVID. They're saying. Yes, I am. I mean, right now, that's why I can't stay on here that long, because I have to start suctioning him because he has a lot of secretions that come up. And so I'm going to suction him because, I mean, the nurses do come in, but they have so many people on the floor, right? So I try to do as much as I can on my own and to help him more and more. Also, I put cold presses. I put Vicks Vapor Rub on his chest to help break up stuff and things like that. But yeah. Yeah, no, seriously. I mean, and it's the first time I ever met her. I talked to her over the phone, but I mean, yeah. But that's the thing. I mean, you know, there are some people that just take doctors' words for things. If I would have did that, then Charles wouldn't be here right now. If I would have took the first doctor that said that to me, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I take everything that they say with a grain of salt, right? So yeah. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you that it seems to be bouncing back quite well. So he has. They're talking about maybe 3 more days left of COVID, and then he'll be out of isolation. Right now he's. Sorry, I'm just leaning up on this thing. Bringing up a lot of mucus. He does spit out the mucus, some of it. Like, he did spit it out once on his own, so he's bringing it up, which is good. I'm also doing a little suction. It was a scary, the last 3 days. It was very, like, you know, also they're lowering his oxygen level. He did start at 100%. I mean, this time, which was the 4th time that this type of happened. And this is the first time so far that he's not fighting for oxygen. He was like, as soon as they lowered it, he was fine. So they started to lower it a little bit more, like by 5 each day. So right now he's at 44% oxygen, which is good. Also, he has 3 days left of COVID, which is good. So I was just telling you what was happening previous, but right now he's basically back to, well, I don't want to say anything just yet about that. Like, I don't want to say, oh, because you never know, right? So far, everything is going really well. He's bringing up the mucus. His oxygen level is like, it's supposed to be 95 or between 90 and 95, right? Can't go lower than 88. Right, so his oxygen level for the last 3 days has been like 98, 100. I mean, it did dip down a little bit once they lowered the oxygen by 5. Every time they lower it, sometimes it takes the body to adjust to it, right? So sometimes it go to 90, 91 type thing. But right now it's at the last time when I was just in there, it was at like 98, you know? So yeah. So it seems like he's doing really well, which is good. I just didn't want to talk in the room just because, you know, little things can stress him out. So also just recently we had another doctor, well, the doctor for this week, and when he came in to see Charles, he was talking about how the same thing, you know what I mean, type thing. Oh, Charles, not the same thing, but Charles doesn't seem to be doing well, and this and that. And I said, maybe we should have this conversation outside of the room, not in front of Charles. He goes, he needs to know it. And then he goes, hey, Charles, and he raises his voice. Can you hear me? He goes, you have COVID, and you're not really doing that well. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Anyways, I didn't say anything, but when we got out, I talked to him, and I said, you know what I mean? Charles doesn't need to hear this from someone the day before. You know what I'm saying? And then you're telling the exact same thing that someone said, even worse. Well, she said it worse, but you know what I mean? And then he's saying the same thing again. I said, he doesn't need to hear that. That adds stress to everything, you know what I mean? And I told him, I said, I take, from now on, I'm taking what doctors say with a grain of salt, because, I mean, I had doctors that said things, I mean, and I'll never trust really a doctor. I mean, there are good ones, don't get me wrong, but, I always second guess what they say. So, yeah. And then all of a sudden he comes in today, oh, he's doing really well. Yeah, just like 2 days ago, you said that, what I mean, oh, you're not doing really well, and you're, raising your voice and making it loud and clear. Like, I don't know, it's just really messed up. But the overall thing is Charles has 3 more nights, and he'll be COVID free. Well, he'll be out of, not COVID free, I don't think, but he'll be, I guess, not contagious, I'm thinking. So, which is a good thing. His oxygen level's up. He's bringing up his secretions. His secretions aren't as bad as what they were. They're actually getting a lot better. And he's keeping as they lower it, he's keeping his oxygen level at a good rate. So, sorry, but I can't stay on that long because it's just hard for me because, you know how these things can fluctuate very easily, and I just want to be there for him. So I just want to touch base and let you know that overall, as of now, Charles is doing really well. And yeah, so once this COVID thing is over, I'm like, it's pretty much done, I think. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But yeah. Okay, so I don't want to stay on too long because I hear noises. I don't know if it's from other people, but I always worry because when you hear a certain noise, it means oxygen levels are sort of down. So, okay, so I just want to keep everyone informed. And I hope everyone's doing well. Sorry I haven't answering questions or anything. Take your time and hope things. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Same here. I mean, it's just, that's why every time if Charles has a little dip, I'm always there. I was spending nights. But this time, I had this different feeling. It's just weird. Like the first and second and third ones, I didn't have this feeling. And then this time, I just had that feeling, this weird, like this feeling of that, that things were going to be a little bit better. So, yeah. All right, I hope everyone has a good night, good day, and I'll keep you updated. I might do another drill maybe in like 3 days or something like that, okay? Okay, so I'm off. I have to get going so that way I can check on him, because I mean, I keep on saying I have to get up. Just for an example, like Charles was sleeping, this was today, and because I stay there 24 hours a day every day, I was sleeping on the couch, like pull-out chair thing, and because his oxygen level was at 100, doing well for a while, so I waited a while, and he was sleeping, so I decided to sleep. I set my alarm for 2 a.m. instead of 2 p.m., but I ended up waking up anyways, roughly around that time, maybe a bit later. And I saw Charles's oxygen level was at 95, which is still good anyways. But when I got up, he had like foamy stuff around his mouth, which means is that he coughed and he bring up the secretions and spit it out, like was pushing it out, which is really, really good because, especially from someone that has a stroke and stuff like that. It's really good that he's doing those type of things. Also, on one of the sides of his hands, they were doing a needle to put in, and he was squeezing my hand on the other side and letting me know if it was painful, so he can feel on that side a bit, and he could also move his hand a bit on the other side too. So, I mean, with everything that he's been going through and stuff, I mean, he had a bit of time to heal a little, but then it's back to something else. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that after this one, it's just permanently just, healing and getting back to himself again. All right. All right, I'll see you later. Take care, okay? Have a great night, and thank you very much. I hope everyone's doing well. All right, bye for now.